After another round of confirmation hearings, will senators rally around Trump's picks? Missouri Senator Eric Schmitt discusses the latest on the Senate's hearings on tomorrow's Meet the Press. Moderator Kristen Welker joined our political editor Mark Maxwell for a preview.
I want to ask you about President Trump's push to freeze federal funds. That was on Monday. It seemed to set off quite a chaotic chain reaction. And by the time Democratic members of Congress could return home to their districts and organize some kind of response from all these affected social service providers, Trump's budget office had already rescinded that freeze while his spokeswoman was doubling down on it. So you've covered Congress for a long time. How does this tactic compare to prior fights that you've covered on Capitol Hill? Seems to venture a bit outside the boundaries of what we might expect as the traditional rules of engagement.
Mark, it's great to be with you. It does to some extent. Look, we did see some of this push and pull and back and forth during the first Trump administration. So it's not altogether unfamiliar territory for this president. And just to recap, as you said, this memo was sent out directing federal funds to be slashed for agencies all across the country. It sent state and local officials all across the country scrambling, trying to figure out exactly what it meant. What would it mean for Medicaid? Those were questions that the White House couldn't answer. There was a fierce backlash. There was a federal judge who halted the program, and then the White House rescinded the memo, but was very clear to say that the funding cuts still could apply. So I think they're trying to work out how exactly to do that. There is going to be a big court date on Monday that will address all of this. And I think the big question is, will there be across the board cuts that will impact agencies? Look, this is a president who has vowed to cut government spending. Of course, he has Elon Musk on board with him to help him do that. But the backlash was fierce. It was furious. And so if they roll it out again, I would anticipate there will be more specifics. We are going to be able to talk to Senator Eric Schmitt about all of this coming up on the program on Sunday. We'll also be talking to Democratic Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona.
And you can catch this Sunday's edition of Meet the Press with Kristen Welker right here on 5 on Your Side. Tune in at 8 a.m.